Well, hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. This week we have a full supermoon coming up in Aries, and it is the final supermoon of this cycle. I've been talking about it this whole time. Now I have confirmation. I have done the research. I have looked back. Supermoons do, in fact, come in groups of threes. Once a year you get a set of full super moons and a set of new supermoons. But what's different about this particular set that we have is the mirror effect of epigee and perigee, and that's the dramatic thing that I've been talking about this whole time. So if you go back from December of last year into February of this year was our first set of 3 supermoons, and they were super new moons that came in with a pairing of micro full moons. When you have a micro moon, the moon is the farthest away that it possibly can be, and when you have a super moon, it is as close as it can possibly be. The epigee and perigee do not typically line up in a way where you would have the moon moving as far as it possibly could go and then coming as close as it possibly could in a matter of 2 weeks. That's not common. That's not normal. That's weird, actually. So, this being our final supermoon coming up from the micro moon and then leading up into our next month of moons where we have a pair of eclipses to close out this whole big cycle once and for all, for really, yeah, it's crazy, interesting, neat energy. Really love it. Hey, look, I tiraded a little bit longer, getting into some astrology with you guys. Just a little bit. No professional am I, but I'm learning, I'm growing. We all are. And as I said, I feel like it's very much related to these dramatic moons that we've had this cycle, this year. Everything that we've been going through is just transformation after transformation. I'm not the same person I was when I started this. Guarantee you aren't either. If you really look at it, if you really, you have those mornings you wake up and you're like, oh, I'm somebody else now. I'm a better, stronger version of who I used to be, and it's beautiful. It's awesome. It's so much fun. So, getting into this full supermoon, it's in Aries, and it is, again, our final stages of this dramatic growth process that we've been going through. So, it's kind of nice that it's ending in our head, which is where Aries rules. It's in our heads. This is us being strong in our minds, strong in our determination, strong in our decisions, walking your talk, being that person that you said you were going to be. That is the general energy for this Aries full supermoon that's coming up. And I am just so excited to get into it with you guys. So, yeah, let's get into it. Let's go do our reads. Oh, hey, Geminis. I want to try to sneak you in here before I have to go to class. We might be a little tardy today. Sorry. Shh. Sorry, guys. Oh, crap. One of my teachers is a Gemini. You don't watch this stuff anyways, right? Hi. How's it going? How's it going, Geminis? Having a good time here? No. It's not a good time. Why are you sneaking around in the dark? Or this fell so far to the side, it's almost like I saw it out of the corner of my eye. You just caught a glimpse of somebody sneaking around in the dark doing some shady shit and you just watching them. Just watching them. I'm gonna leave you over there on the side. For intensive purposes, I'm going to mommy this a little bit and say, that's not going to be you for this read. I don't particularly want to read somebody who's being sneaky. Well, I guess this is shadow work. Everybody here gets sneaky sometimes, right? We all get sneaky. We all have to do things under the cover of night. I should empathize more with that thief. But it does, it did. The way it came out, it did feel like you caught it out of the corner of your eye. Like, what's going on over there? You caught it out of the corner of your eye. That's what I want to put on. But you almost didn't even need to see it to know what was happening. Right? Like, you kind of already felt it. You already kind of knew. You didn't need a whole lot of proof to, like, confirm what you already knew. Heartbreak, threat of loneliness, solitude, on my own again, on the road again. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be. Fuck it. But wait, Geminis. Just hold on 1 second there. Okay. We're gonna recap this whole bit here. Maybe. Possibly. We're being dramatic. We are being dramatic. It's a very dramatic moment here. It certainly feels like it, because again, like, somebody was doing some sneaky, shady shit off to the side, and you didn't even need to be told. You didn't even need to be told that it was happening. You knew. You saw it, you felt it. Didn't even surprise you when it happened. That doesn't mean that it didn't hurt. That doesn't mean that it felt good. That doesn't mean that hearts weren't broken and that we weren't feeling incredibly lonely in this process, in this realization, in these things that have been happening. But what I'm saying is none of that matters. Now with the 10 of Cups on Salvation's side, coming in with an 8 of Wands. Nope. Nope. All of that work you were doing, it's not for naught. You had to take a step, and there was a crack in the step. But that's because it wasn't your step. The next one, though. That next one. There be your 10. I said I didn't know which side to put it on. So I just put it down and stopped thinking about it. There's the 4 of Wands. A whole new foundation. Eight wands just flew in from the sky and laid out your 4-corner foundation right in front of you. What seemed like near tragedy turned out to be salvation. Or salvation was right around that corner. But you couldn't be saved if you weren't in peril. Gotta create our stories, do we not? Gotta make life entertaining somehow. We're all dramatic creatures. We all want to make life just a little bit more exciting. And the only way to do that is to create these bogus situations and scenarios that we say we hate, we say we don't want to deal with, we don't want to put up with that shit. But we walked up into it. We walked up into it. And we can walk out just as easy. We'll walk right back out just as easy. Yeah, you can. Ride that journey for as long as you need to, but when time comes, you won't be sitting here saying, is this it? Is this what I asked for? I'm pretty sure it's not. You won't feel that way. You'll know. You know when you've hit it. And with an 8 of Wands, you'll come in pretty quick. I'll give it that. It's a quick turnaround. kind of like a duck and roll. Knight of Wands coming in. Yeah. Very passionate. Heroic. Heroic. All those disappointments, all those failed efforts. The tree that wouldn't grow. The love we couldn't hold on to. Look at it different. See it differently. Maybe these things happened not because they were meant to be great, but because they were meant to suck. Maybe they were just destined to suck. Why? So that you would know, so that you would recognize. So when this came around, you would have been so beaten over the head by all of the wrong and all of the dumb and the stupid that you don't want to deal with, put up with. Right there. That's why. So you can see it. So you know it. So you know what good looks like because you've seen what bad looks like. Just open up to that new perspective. That's what we're going for. That's what we are doing. Trust your intuition. You know exactly what the fuck is going on. You understand. You're playing your part. You are participating. And continue to participate because it's coming. Keep being an active player in your story. Don't hide away now, Geminis. Participate. This is not the gods coming in and sending these wands. This is coming from humans. This side is from the gods. This side, it's your own actions. It's your own doing. The steps that you take are what's going to create this. This is you shooting your arrows. And they're gonna land. Nice, Geminis. Nice, nice. Let's go into the moon. Let's go into the moon. Class is starting pretty soon here, so we better get through it. Have a moon oracle for my Geminis. Please and thank you. I've been so patient. We've been patient in our own way. What do we have here? Assessing pleasure. Assessing and pleasure. So our Queen of the Moon in such beautiful steps here has laid out for us in 2 cards our whole spread. Observance. This is simply us observing right now. Observe the things that we know we don't like, we know we don't want. Understand that we don't want that and actively participate in not doing those things. Observe what we do want. Focus on bringing in more of those good things into our life to rebalance ourselves. If you are surrounded with struggle, if you are surrounded with heartbreak, fighting, deceit, deception, pain, all of that stuff, rather than trying to keep fighting against it, just keep developing your own pleasure, your own world. Focus on making your world as beautiful as you can, as you deserve it to be. Surround yourself with things. Have conversations that are worth having. If you're having a conversation with somebody and it's not worth having, walk away from it. You don't owe anybody anything. If it's not serving you, let it go. Serve your own pleasure for just a little bit here, Geminis. This is what we are being called to do. Why? Because we have spent enough time in the suffer torture chamber. We have assessed all of those things. Do that work and get to the party. It's going to be a sweet reprieve. Beautiful, Geminis. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for coming out, and have an amazing moon. We'll see you next time.